Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about an important and urgent question. Should deforestation be strictly banned to preserve the Earth's natural detoxification systems? This topic might sound complex, but it's really about something simple: protecting the Earth's forests and the role they play in keeping our planet healthy. So what is deforestation? Deforestation happens when large areas of forests are cut down to make space for farming, roads, cities, or factories. Every year, millions of trees are removed from forests all over the world. While trees are often replaced with crops or buildings, the loss of forests has serious consequences for the environment. Forests are sometimes called the lungs of the Earth because they take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen. This process helps clean the air we breathe. Forests also play a big role in controlling the climate by storing carbon, which reduces the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. When we cut down trees, we lose this natural detoxification system, and the carbon stored in the trees is released back into the air, which makes climate change worse. Now let's explore why some people believe deforestation should be strictly banned. One of the main arguments is that forests are vital for the planet's health. They provide clean air, regulate temperatures, and reduce the risk of extreme weather. Without forests, the Earth would become hotter, storms would become stronger, and the air would be harder to breathe. Forests are also home to more than half of the world's species. They provide shelter for animals, birds, and insects, as well as plants that we rely on for food and medicine. When forests are destroyed, many species lose their homes and may even become extinct. This loss of biodiversity affects the balance of ecosystems, which can have unpredictable effects on the environment. Another reason to ban deforestation is its impact on water. Forests help manage the Earth's water cycle. They absorb rainwater, prevent floods, and release moisture into the air, which creates rain. Without forests, the land becomes dry, rivers shrink, and droughts become more common. This affects agriculture, drinking water supplies, and the survival of many communities. Deforestation also affects people directly. Many indigenous communities live in forests and depend on them for their way of life. When forests are cut down, these people lose their homes, their culture, and their livelihood. Protecting forests isn't just about saving trees. It's about respecting and preserving human lives and traditions. However, not everyone agrees that deforestation should be strictly banned. Some people argue that forests are needed for development. For example, cutting down trees can create space for farms to grow food or for factories to provide jobs. Many countries, especially poorer ones, rely on deforestation to support their economies and feed their growing populations. Another argument is that banning deforestation completely could lead to other problems. For instance, if farmers can't expand their land, they might struggle to grow enough crops to meet demand. This could lead to food shortages or higher food prices, which would hurt people who are already struggling financially. Some people also believe that deforestation can be managed responsibly. Instead of a complete ban, they suggest stricter regulations. For example, companies could be required to plant new trees to replace the ones they cut down. This process, called reforestation, helps balance the loss of forests while still allowing economic development. Others propose creating protected areas where deforestation is not allowed, but permitting tree cutting in other regions with proper supervision. There's also the question of enforcement. Even if deforestation is banned, how can we make sure companies and governments follow the rules? Illegal logging is already a big problem in many parts of the world, and stricter laws might not stop it completely. Some people think the focus should be on finding better ways to enforce existing rules rather than creating new ones. So where does this leave us? Should deforestation be strictly banned, or should we focus on managing it more carefully? Like most big questions, there's no simple answer. On one hand, banning deforestation could save the Earth's natural detoxification systems, protect biodiversity, and slow down climate change. On the other hand, it could create challenges for farmers, businesses, and governments that rely on forests for resources. Perhaps the best solution is a combination of approaches. Governments could create stricter rules to limit deforestation while supporting sustainable practices like reforestation and agroforestry. International cooperation could also play a role, with wealthier countries providing financial support to poorer nations in exchange for preserving their forests. Education is another important part of the solution. Teaching people about the importance of forests can help raise awareness and encourage more responsible behavior. For example, consumers can choose products made from sustainable materials, and businesses can adopt greener practices. At the same time, it's important to think about how our choices affect the environment. Every time we use paper, buy furniture, or eat certain foods, we're connected to the issue of deforestation. By making small changes in our daily lives, we can all contribute to preserving the Earth's forests. So what do you think? Should deforestation be strictly banned to save the Earth's natural detoxification systems, or is there a better way to balance development and conservation? This is a big question, but it's one that affects all of us and the planet we call home. Thank you for listening, and let's keep working together to find solutions for a healthier, greener future.